Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. I'm Pinky Webb. Today on the program, the Alliance of Concerned Teachers seeks the help of the National Privacy Commission to discuss DepEd's possible violations. And the group eyes legal actions for DepEd's alleged move to target union-affiliated teachers. Alliance of Concerned Teachers Secretary General Raymond Basilio joins us in the program. The Department of Education insists it's not profiling teachers linked to a progressive group. Department of Education spokesperson Michael Poa tells us more later in the program. The Department of Education justified the memorandum it issued asking for the complete list of teachers affiliated with a progressive group. It denies profiling the educators, saying the purpose is to consolidate the users of DepEd's automatic payroll deduction system. Despite its insistence, DepEd could face an investigation by the National Privacy Commission. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Alliance of Concerned Teachers Secretary General Raymond Basilio. Raymond, welcome to the source. Thank you so much for your time.
Hi, Pinky. Good morning, and it's my honor to be here also.
Let's get to the bottom of this. So, first, there was a memorandum that is asking for a list of teachers who are affiliated with the Alliance of Concerned Teachers who are enrolled in this automatic salary deduction program. But then, thereafter, I think there were succeeding memos that also asked a list of other teachers affiliated with other groups. Is this the same situation that you know so far?
Well, one thing is for sure, no? The Department of Education knows that the only accredited teachers union so far in the country, which is actually authorized to conduct this automatic payroll deduction system, is the only the Alliance of Concerned Teachers.
I see.
No? So kahit sabihin nila that they release the same memoranda to other groups, the point is these organizations, these groups, for instance, are not yet availing that program as of the moment.
Is that so? It is just the Alliance of Concerned Teachers that enrolled in this automatic salary deduction program?
Among the three organizations that they are mentioning so far, because only the Alliance of Concerned Teachers managed to have its regional unions accredited as the sole and exclusive negotiating agents in these particular regions.
I'm trying to look for my notes. It says that there's also a memo supposedly for the Teachers Dignity Coalition and the DepEd Teachers Union. Would you have any information if they're also enrolled in this automatic salary deduction program?
Well, one requirement is for the teachers' organization to be accredited as the sole and exclusive negotiating agent in that particular region. No? So far, these two groups are not accredited in any region of the country.
They are not. Okay, so does that make it, well, of course, I'll ask Attorney Poa that, but why would they ask for a list? I mean, what is your theory? Why first it was the Alliance of Concerned Teachers, and I believe there were subsequent memos that asked also for teachers that were part of the APDS program, such as the two other organizations that I mentioned a while back. Bakit ho kaya ganon?
Actually, Pinky, yan yung tanong eh. Alam naman nila yung proseso, then alam nila kung sino sa mga teachers organizations yung currently availing this APDS, because the APDS needs to be, for you to use the APDS, kailangan mo ng contract. No? This contract is given by the Department of Education Office of the Undersecretary for Finance. No? So alam nila kung sino yung mga nag-apply supposedly. And they can directly communicate with these organizations and to submit the information that they needed. No? But ito nga, nagulat na kami kasi blanket memoranda yung lumabas.
But what is so wrong about the DepEd supposedly wanting to consolidate the list of names enrolled in the APDS. What is wrong with that? Because if they are defending that nandun naman po either sa school division or sa alam ng regional directors, ang sabi po nila, gusto lang nila ipagsama-sama to gather the data sa central. Is there something wrong with that?
Number one, we all know that the payroll system of the Department of Education is decentralized. Ibig pong sabihin, yung pong pagbibigay ng payroll ay nakabatay po doon sa implementing unit, no? So ano po yung mga implementing units natin? These are autonomous schools, no, na mga schools na ginawa ng batas. Pangalawa ay yung mga division offices natin. Pangalawa po dun sa pinupunto namin na pinoproblema namin sa memoranda na ito ay walang provision dun sa pagtitiyak ng data privacy protection, no? Andun yung dapat pagpapaliwanag ano yung information na kinukuha. Pangalawa, andun yung pagtitiyak ng may consent, no, yung mga teachers na kinukunan natin ng information. These are absent in this memo.
In fact, I think in the first memo, the purpose of why they wanted to get a list of teachers that were part of ACT who were enrolled in the APDS did not really state the reason for this. So are you saying dun pa lang, nagkulang na sila? To what do they want this list for? What is the purpose of the list?
Yes, tama po kayo doon, Miss Pinky, no? Alam mo, tapos na kasi yung panahon, no, na we can get all the information that we want, no? Ngayon sa panahon natin, may data privacy protection. And alam naman natin, malay dapat ang Department of Education sa mga batas na ito. And dapat sinundan nila yung mga naunang mga issuances ng department under Secretary Briones na talagang sensitive dito, no? At pangatlo, sa pinupunto namin, constant na kaming biktima nitong profiling at alam nilang sensitibo na kami dito dahil nga sa dami nang nangyari, and knowing that this current secretary is involved in this massive and notorious red tagging of us. So talagang mag-a-alarm kami ng bell.
Of course, you're talking about Education Secretary Vice President Sara Duterte. But balikan ko lang muna to, no, Raymond, kasi I'd like to understand it. If the school divisions or others already have a list of those affiliated with the Alliance of Concerned Teachers who are availing of this APDS. Again, please answer, what is so wrong with Central wanting to get this list? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Well, ang una, pwede naman kasi silang sumulat directly sa mga involved division units na kung saan ay andoon yung accredited teachers union, no? Kung saan nag-i-implement ng EPDS. What's so wrong with this memoranda was, it was released for all, no? At alam mo, ang nangyari dito, when they released the memoranda to the address to the regional directors and the division superintendents, the regional directors and the division superintendents issued the counter memoranda, the corresponding memoranda also to the ground, no? Kaya nangyari po sa school level, nagkatarantahan, no? The school led will order their teachers to list down your names there, so on and so on. So talagang alam mo, since Monday last week, pumuputok po yung aming complaints sa desk dahil sa daming tawag ng mga teachers.
Can you repeat that again? Tell us more about it. When the school chiefs or the division chiefs found out or read this memo, ano po nangyari? Pinatawag po yung mga guro at sinabing, ilista nyo sino sa inyong kasama sa Alliance of Concerned Teachers, ganun ba?
Yes po, ganun po yung nangyari, no? So hindi po siya simpleng pagpapasa ng listahan, kundi pagpapatawag sa mga teachers at list down your names, no? So talagang imagine niyo po yung tarantahan na nangyari sa mga eskwelahan natin.
So parang merong may semblance ng ano ho ba yan, takot or harassment to have the teachers list their names? Ganun, ano naging epekto sa kanila?
Takot po yung ating mga teachers. And again, dahil nga dun sa experience namin ng profiling ng 2018 at ng 2021, talagang the question is this a profiling 3.0? No? Ganun po agad yung reaction ng mga teachers natin. And we all know na ang daming cases ng human rights violation sa bansa na hindi nasusolve. So normal po talaga na kami ay magreklamo dito.
But it really begs the question, if the school or the division chiefs already know who is enrolled in this AP APDS. Ang tanong, bakit pa sila pinalista ng kanilang mga pangalan?
Yan po ang malaking katanungan, no, Miss Pinky. Bakit kailangan umabot sa ganun, no,
Yeah, because
yung
if
kanilang proseso?
they have the information, hindi ho ba? Di ba nag-e-enroll po yung guro dito? The teacher enrolls dito
Yes
sa
po.
APDS. So, for instance, in any company, kung nag-enroll ka, alam mo yung HR mo kung sino yung enrolled dito. Hindi ho ba?
Tama po kayo, no? Because this list, we submit this list to the payroll department of the Department of Education every month, no? So this is
Every month?
updated every month.
Opo.
So andun po talaga yung list na directly sa administrative office ng Department of Education. So hindi po talaga necessary na bumaba sa antas eskwelahan yung memoranda.
So you don't buy, Raymond, you don't buy the reasoning of the DepEd saying that we want to bring this information, pass on this information to central office.
We cannot simply buy it, Pinky. They need to explain and they need to answer a lot of questions. No, as mentioned a while ago, we are now studying the possible legal actions about this memoranda.
And we'll talk about that, but we need to take a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our source today, Alliance of Concerned Teachers Secretary General Raymond Basilio. Raymond, can you give me an example ng isang eskwelahan kung saan pinasulat yung mga teachers na enrolled sa APDS na miyembro ng ACT?
Well, itong school na to ay nasa Region 10, ano? And sorry, I cannot mention the particular school to in respect na rin dun sa kanilang request to be not to be divulged directly.
Okay.
No? But this happened in one school division in Region 10. No?
So,
and sila po yung first na complainant namin.
So far, isa pa lang.
Well, actually, marami pong pumasok, no, na nagsisend sa amin ng mga screenshots. And kagaya din po nung aming usapin sa data privacy, we cannot show these screenshots ng mga conversation within their faculty club, within their school, no, na ini-instruct sila to list down their name.
Pero ang tanong ko, yung nagpalista, so far ang alam nyo, isang eskwelahan sa Region 10. So far.
Isang Region 10, then we have this in Caraga. We also have this in Region 7. But because of our instruction that they should not fill in the form, so hindi po sila nag-sign.
I see. So merong form na kailangan po nilang i-fill up.
Yeah, it's an online Excel document, no?
I see.
Sabi ko nga, ganun-ganun na lang, no?
But then that's still questionable. If the school divisions have a copy of the names, bakit pa pina-fill up ng Excel data itong mga guro? But here's the thing. Sabi niyo po every month ina-update ito. Ito din ho ba yung ginagamit nilang pang-update?
Actually, it's not. No, it's a different document, a different format na application. No. Second, kaya po nangyari ito kasi mismo po yung mga divisions na wala pong accredited teachers organization na nag-i-implement ng APTS, pinadala ng memoranda, blanket memoranda. So siguro nataranta itong ating mga school officials and mga division officials kasi may deadline that they should accomplish this one by this time. So talagang dahil sa wala silang data maibigay, ginawa nila ibinabasa mga schools.
Opo. Raymond, what is your biggest fear about this?
That this document can be used against us, na gamitin to go after our members, na mabuyang-yang kami. Eto pala, dito pala ang membership ng ACT. Dito tayo mag-focus ng ating mga anti-ACT activities.
Okay.
And they should not deny that these things are not happening because it is, no? Sa monitoring namin, the conduct of these military and police forums in schools ay directly pinapangalanan kami.
Opo.
So this information is very important.
Very quickly, Raymond, so you plan to what? Because you're saying this could be a violation of the Data Privacy Act. What are your next plans?
Well, the other thing that we did was we filed already the complaint to the ILO, International Labor Organization Office of the Director General yesterday, and the next one is on the dialogue, possible dialogue with the National Privacy Commission, and the third one is of course yung administrative side dito, no? Looking at the side of how can we maximize the functions of the ombudsman to look into this matter.
Okay,
The very
okay.
important one that we are going to study is how can we ask the court to direct the Department of Education to discard or to let go of the information that they got
Yeah,
through this
yeah.
memorandum.
Sorry, mabilis na mabilis lang. Pero ito kasi yung impormasyon that they have filled up on a monthly basis, di ba? Sabi mo nga, regular itong ina-update. So, nandyan na po yan sa DepEd. Meron na po silang record niyan. So, what makes this worrisome?
Well, para sa amin yung nature ng pagkuha, no? Gusto nating iset na ano ba yung tama na proseso, no? Dahil problematic yung pagkuha, kailangan nating tignan ito na ito ay illegally submitted documents, and since this violates the privacy of our members, kailangan siyang hindi gamitin or hindi i-recognize bilang official documents. So,
Alright.
we have to look with the legal way, no, yung tamang proseso.
Alliance of Concerned Teachers, Secretary General Raymond Basilio, sir, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
You might want to listen. We'll have Attorney Poa next. We just need to take a very short break. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our source today, Education Spokesperson Michael Poa. Attorney, welcome back to The Source. It's good to see you again.
Thank you for having us, Ma'am Pinky. It's good to see you too.
So, you need to explain why. I know the reasoning. You said kailangan i-gather yung data at dalhin sa Central. Well and good. First of all, why was the memo released particularly on the Alliance of Concerned Teachers? And then there were subsequent memos of other organizations.
Yes, thank you for asking that question. No, actually, to be honest, I cannot comment on the thought process of the USEC, no, that issued there within his office. But there were memos that were issued, in fact, even before. I at least saw a few, no. For example, I think it was PPSTA na nauna dito sa ACT. So again, even if I can't comment on the thought process behind it, at least we can say that was not to single out ACT. You know, there were also other organizations that were subject
Prior to
of the same memo.
prior to this memo for the Alliance of Concerned Teachers.
Yes, I've seen at least one. No, I was showed at least one or two memos that were issued, at least dated, no, prior to the one issued against ACT.
Okay, so
With CTF subject, no, sorry.
Attorney, sorry, medyo nawawala ho kayo yung our communication.
Yeah,
your-
I'll try to connect. I'll try to connect, ma'am, to different see if that works. Sorry.
I don't think we have a lot of time for that. We only have about 8 minutes left. We'll try another time, sir. Siguro pagka hindi pa maganda, we'll go on a break. So let's continue on. So the reason is, sabi nga, you need to gather the data, collate it, and dalhin sa Central. Bakit ho? Hindi ho ba kayo interconnected? What is the problem?
Yes, hindi talaga interconnected lahat ng ating tinatawag na HR systems, no? This is one of the HR group or HR strand dito sa department. Ang nakita kasi nating problema, it's not just APDS, no? It's our entire HR system, hindi siya connected. In fact, at the moment, if we wanted to find out kung ilang teachers natin ang teacher 1, medyo hindi ganun kabilis din yung feedback sa data. That is why we're even developing also a program for that. So all these things were done so that we could interconnect yung ating HR process, which includes the APDS or yung automatic payroll deduction system. Recently, marami rin tayo kasing nakukuhang union members na umano is affiliate pero unions, no, even with loan remittances na mali daw yung nakakaltas sa kanila, and it's been very difficult for us to respond as quickly as we want to because again our systems are not
Yung mga reklamo, because I heard a previous interview, you said na may mga nagrereklamo nga po. Ano ho ba yung general siguro sentiment ng kanilang mga reklamo? Is it about, let's say for example, ACT, the Alliance of Concerned Teachers? Meron ho bang kaltas? How does this actually work?
Yes, meron po kasing mga nagrereklamo sa unions, no? I don't really want to name the data kung tama o mali. Siyempre, ayaw naman nating mapasama rin yung ating mga unions. But merong mga nagrereklamo na hindi naman daw sila pumayag tasan or hindi naman sila members anymore ng organization, pero patuloy pa rin. What happens is when they are accredited into our it comes with an authority to deduct, which means all the information and the deductions that are being done has the consent, no, of the employee.
Right.
Employees claiming that they did not give such consent, and that's why that is something we are looking into and trying to the system kung meron ngang mga ganyang cases.
Okay. Okay. I understand that, but does that really have to go to central office? Couldn't the school divisions in their level resolve this issue? And besides, sir...
Well, of course...
sorry, attorney. Dagdag ko na rin. Sinasabi po kasi kanina ni Raymond, every month naman daw may regular update hinggil dito.
Every month po, no, may regular update hinggil dyan. Pero hindi po kasi nangyayari in reality yan, no? That's why there is a need to really update our database. Yes, of course, they can always resolve this in the regions. Pero ang hirap naman po, no, pag lumapit sa ating central at hindi natin magawa ng paraan, ang sasabihin naman sa atin is central office is not doing anything to resolve these issues. Because as a central office, of course, always, come up with better ideas to provide better. Of them is interconnecting our systems. Now, again, I think it must be emphasized, no? Itong information na to ay nasa DepEd na.
Yeah.
So it's not as if the memo was asking our regional directors and field offices to go out and try to find out who ACT members are or who other union organizations members are, no? Ito ay nasa DepEd na. So basically, it's just a memo from one office to another saying, can you please update the list that you've been giving to us? Kasi mukhang hindi siya consistent dahil marami kaming nakukuhang reklamo at hindi namin nahanap sa listahan namin.
Is it true, though, that they are being asked by the school division chiefs or even the regional directors, of course, at some point, no, to fill up a form? Ganun ho ba yun?
I cannot confirm or deny that. We have to check in the field, but that is definitely not the instruction. The instruction is just for the regions to give us what they have in their system.
Listahan.
There was no instruction.
Listahan lang, attorney.
Sorry.
Listahan lang po, pangalan.
Yes.
Pangalan, position, meron din bang address, phone number? What is the information that you are you requiring for them to pass on to central office aside from the name?
Yes, ang alam ko po kung ano lang ang kailangan for APDS, no? So basically just the name and then I'll look at the sheet that was passed on, but basically whatever is information to APDS. That's why I find it strange that they were being asked to go out to the schools and ask the teachers themselves, because what we are asking for is information that is supposed to be already in our system, including yung consent na binigay ng ating teachers, no, for the deduction that are going to be made.
What do you say to the possibility that this could be a violation of the Data Privacy Act? I know you just said that nandun na po yun sa mga school division. Siyempre, pupunta rin yun sa central. At gusto nyo pong dalhin, sa regional. And then gustong dalhin sa central. Could there be a possibility of any data privacy violation here?
Well, Ma'am Pinky, it is our position na walang violation ng data privacy dito, no? Walang issue of any breach as far as data privacy is concerned because again, it's already information that they gave to DepEd because that's part of their, being accredited in the APDS. So there is consent. At pangalawa, it is information within the department that we are not giving to any third party. It is from one office to another lang, no, being the processor of this data. At hindi po natin nilalabas yan sa iba at nakuha naman natin yung data with their consent. Hindi naman po kasi natin pwedeng mapasok sa APDS na ganyan kung hindi natin alam yung pangalan ng mga members nila na kakaltasan natin. So basically, there's really no data privacy issue. There's also no profiling issue because these are readily available naman in our regions. It's just that hindi consolidated yung data. That's why we are asking our regions to update what they have been giving us.
Education Spokesperson Michael Poa, sir, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Pinky, and I'm sorry for the bad connection. Thank you.
It's okay.
Again.
We'll try to have a better connection next time. Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.